Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Showcase on Nioh. Now, what today's object is pretty obvious, it's on my back. It's also going to be a shorter video. Why? The lore portion doesn't really truly matter, because I already know it's a work of fiction. Alright. That said, it is quite a powerful weapon nonetheless, but I still argue if it's actually a good weapon for you to use. Well, that's what I'm here to answer. This is the Axe of Judgement. Yes, not a complicated Japanese game I can't pronounce. So yes, the Axe of Judgement Showcase. Let's get started. I might as well read the description. There's no actual lore here, but anyway. An axe made for long swings that bring criminals to judgment. I.e. kills them. Execute. Chop. Headless. It was forged by a blacksmith from London. We cannot say this blacksmith is of good nature or even high stature. Probably not. Rather than a sheer sharpness, the axe relies on its massive weight to cleave the target in two, like real axes does. When Derek the Executioner pulled his full weight into the swing, it shows how utterly devastating his weapon could be. Weapon from the sheer number of heads this axe has rolled on a tower of London has stained the axe head in a sterling, yep, swirling dark red hue. But yes, this is entirely a work of fiction now. We won't have to focus on it anymore. Now, if you want to know where to get it, you must fight Derek the second time. And if you don't know where that is, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you will run into him again, at some point in the future. He is not treated as a boss though, he's treated as a common enemy at that point, and he's hiding somewhere. You'll find him, that's almost a guarantee when you're doing the main story. You'll run into him again, I guarantee it. Anyway, let's move on. For the stats of the Axe of Judgement, as you see I got the best kind. It really doesn't matter if it is fully upgraded or not, or if it's even rare. Anyhow, let's get on to the stats, which is the skill damage for a skill. Now this is very uncommon for it to be on a weapon. Usually it's for a set bonus, but there is no set bonus for this weapon. And that skill is the Stone Mallet, which I'll show later, and the damage is increased by 25%. Alright, on to the scaling. Where we got the scaling for body is a D+, stamina is a C+, and strength is a B+. Now, admittedly, strength is pretty good to have, but it's probably not one of the more desirable traits. You need it for wearing armor, but for combat, it kind of takes a bit of a backseat. It can also, for other things, that'll be useful, but stamina is also a good one to have, I guess. But it's all arguable at this point, so decent enough scaling. Now here's the Stone Mallet here. It is actually a charge move, so you knock at your opponent over. Alright, I have two axes to test this. So we'll test the difference here. We'll test it on this opponent, so here we go. So 855, which is pretty good, but not really an attack move, is it? And here I got 300. This is the same axe. I'll try it again. Again, 300. Okay, do it again. 300. And that time knocked him over. Here's the other axe. I'm not going to mention which name it is. 600. So you see we're getting a bit of an issue here. This number is incredibly inconsistent. And not to mention, it's not really a move to harm opponents, so I don't really think it's really that great. Oh dear. Let's move on to the pros and cons of the Axe of Judgement, which I'll be judging it. On the pros, well, it certainly looks cool. You're definitely getting style points with this sucker. But I'm kind of afraid that's all you're getting with this sucker. Yeah. At least in my opinion, that's all. Going on to cons, the effect for the skill is not really useful. The damage for the skill is very inconsistent, and it's not even really much of an attack. So yeah. In terms of an axe, this thing is actually quite lacking. It's not much different from any other casual axe out there that has no special effects. But no matter, that's their pro and that's their con. For the score for the Axe of Judgement, effects, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's almost equate to having almost no effects at all, which I'd score lower if it didn't, but I'm not scoring weapons without effects. It's kind of pointless. Now for scaling, I'll give it a standard 7 out of 10. It's average scaling, but it's not really anything else going for it. The other axe I covered, the Mokubai axe, I think it was called, had additional strength scaling, or I think it was spirit. I'm sorry, I forget for the moment, but anyway, this weapon has only the basic. For miscellaneous, well, to be honest, I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10. Of all the other special axes out there, which there are a couple, this one really isn't that special. It's visually different. It's definitely got that, but the same can be said about a lot of other axes out there. That skill is not really going to help you. So, in total, the Axe of Judgement gets 16 out of 30 points. It's good, but in my opinion, this is a pass. I would use a different axe for you, unless you really want to use this. And that is my opinion on the weapon. It's just shy of being bad, but it's not bad because it's a casual weapon like any other. And that's how I view it. It's just a uniquely looking casual weapon. And that's been Showcase for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching and hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.